Hey guys, welcome back to the J2 channel, and obviously we're here back again with another news daily video, even though it's not that daily, is it? But once again, we're just here to talk about a lot of news. I can't lie, I'm kind of getting tired of this. We've got about 59 days left in the transfer window. I'm pretty sure 60 days, maybe something like that, and this is gonna be a long day, people, because boy oh boy, we've got 6 days until the team fly out to the United States for preseason, and it doesn't even look like we're close to a signing yet. Like, the feeling is maybe Sterling's the closest, but I've even seen reports today of him wanting a salary increase, and we're going to get to that later on. Obviously, we're going to be able to talk about Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo as well being offered to Chelsea. My thoughts, my feelings around that as well. The Ligt saga is getting longer and longer. Give you my thoughts on that, latest updates and stuff like that. There's also been talks with Kimpembe, Ake, Kunde, all this stuff, and you're gonna get all my thoughts on everything that I've seen today. And yeah, if you do enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow my social media down below, and yeah, let's get right into it. So, first person I want to talk about, first set of people I want to talk about is Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, both players have been offered to Chelsea, and it sort of looks like that both would be open to joining the club. And basically, if you just really want a briefing on how this could get done, it really depends on Thomas Tuchel. Now, when it comes to Ronaldo, it looks like Todd Bowley and some of the other guys running the club are open to this move. Obviously, we all know, I think a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, Todd Bowley, we all knew, met with George Mendes, not only to discuss the possibility of Cristiano Ronaldo joining Chelsea, but, he probably discussed, other top players that, obviously George Mendes has as his client. We're probably talking the likes of maybe João Felix, Rafael Leao, and these guys as well, so Todd Bowley looks like he's trying to build relationships up in here. And David Ornstein came in with the dagger today, saying Chelsea are considering the possibility of signing Cristiano Ronaldo. They've not made an official proposal yet. We've not made a move yet, but we are considering it. And then Matt Law came out, said Matt Law has obviously come out and said Todd Bowley will speak to Thomas Tuchel about the possibility of Ronaldo and whether he wants the signing to happen. Apparently, finances will not be a problem. Apparently, a transfer fee won't be a problem. The only thing that could possibly stop this deal from happening is Thomas Tuchel saying no, because like I've said, a lot of our transfer business this summer will have a lot to do with Tuchel, as he's been given a lot of the power. He'll have the final say on transfers, if you get what I'm saying. Hence why we're just sort of this window is just giving me vibes. It's honestly just a vibes window. Like, all we've been doing for most part is taking opportunistic signings. So when you actually deep it, players like Ronaldo and Neymar are opportunistic signings, and then we're out here doing hijack FC with Rafinha, and we tried to do that with Richarlison as well, and it's just crazy out here. And Thomas Tuchel looks like he's reluctant. Oh my god, my English, wow. Interesting. Let's just say Thomas Tuchel is not, he admires Ronaldo, but he's not sure signing him would be the best idea. Look, if you want me to give my thoughts on Ronaldo, I don't want him. If you want to know why, go look at my last video in regards to Cristiano Ronaldo and my thoughts and feelings around him and why I don't think he should join Manchester United. Put it like this, yeah. People say, oh, he'll score a lot of goals for us. Oh, he's the greatest goal scorer of all time. All this stuff, yeah? Fair enough. He's 37 years old, and for me, he is finished, okay? He was supposed to go into that Manchester United side and make them title contenders. He was supposed to go into that Manchester United side and make them play better. Instead, it was all about him. And as much as he scored 18 Premier League goals last season for them, it was all about him when he came to that attack. Now, look at it like this. I don't rate Marcus Rashford. I don't rate Bruno Fernandes. But their season last season was worse than the season prior to that, okay? I looked at it beforehand. Bruno Fernandes scored 10 Premier League goals and got about 6 assists last season. The previous season before that, he got 18 Premier League goals and 12 assists. This guy got 30 goal contributions in the 2021 season for Manchester United, and he nearly lost half his GA last season. Coincidence that Ronaldo comes in and all of a sudden Bruno's even worse? Yeah, I'm just saying. Marcus Rashford scored 10 Premier League goals before Ronaldo came in. The next season, oh, he scored 4. I'm just saying, as much as Ronaldo scores a lot of goals, as much as he's probably one of the greatest players to grace this game, he does not make teams play better, okay? And he wants to compete for the top honors and all this stuff, but he himself is not, he's not there anymore. He's just not there anymore to make teams play even better. He's not there to really, he cannot help teams progress to another level. I'm seeing people saying if we sign Ronaldo, we'll win our third Champions League. Hell no, we'll probably crash out the Champions League at the round of 16 or something if we face a half decent team with Ronaldo in the side. I'm just saying, okay? For me, he doesn't press from the front, which for me is not the biggest problem I have with him because, for example, I want Neymar so badly, but he doesn't really press like that. He can press, but he can't really press like that. Let's just keep things real. But I'm looking at it as in, would Ronaldo bring way more than just standing in the box and waiting to score goals? For me, no. He doesn't press. He just stands there, waits for the opportunity. He doesn't link up play. He doesn't drop deep to help. I don't know what he would do in this Chelsea side. Like I said, we'd have the same problems with Ronaldo as we did with Lukaku last season. My opinion. Don't come at me for it. And when it comes to Neymar, Tuchel being cautious to say no to Neymar, Tuchel being like, it looks like he's going to say no to Neymar, for me is absolutely ridiculous. Like, what? Like, every time I've seen Tuchel speak about Neymar, it's been at a high regard. Yes, there was probably like one moment where he said, as much as he's a nice guy, he is hard to manage. And I get that. It's Neymar. His ego is, ridiculous. Do you get what I'm saying? But for me, I think Neymar's a no-brainer. It looks like he's been offered to Chelsea, and it also looks like he's actually open to the move to the Premier League. And if he's open to a move to the Premier League, I mean, he ain't going Man United and he ain't going Newcastle. He ain't going City or Liverpool. There's only one club, and that's us. But again, it depends on Thomas Tuchel. And if Thomas Tuchel says no to these guys, then we won't get them. If he says yes to these guys, then we'll probably get them. Like I said, if he gives the green light to Todd Bowley, who likes this superstars, he likes his superstars, he likes the big names. He talks about players' brands being huge and how important it is for the game that players' brands are like massive. If Thomas Tuchel gives the green light for Ronaldo, trust me, we'll sign him within a week. I promise you. If Thomas Tuchel today said to Toboli, go sign me Ronaldo, trust me, before the end of this week, you'll be hearing Ronaldo's Chelsea, here we go, 100%. But I think Thomas Tuchel knows ball, and Thomas Tuchel will not say yes to Ronaldo. Otherwise, he would have tried to keep Lukaku, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's the news around them. Tell me, would you take them, would you not? Neymar, look, I take him 100%. Tuchel is reluctant. I think that's the word you use, reluctant to signing Neymar, and I kind of don't get why. I know he's a superstar. I know he's on big wages. I know that maybe, he has caused trouble for you at times, but like, come on, he brings so much to our team. Everything you want in a winger, in a number 10, he has it. He can score goals. He can create. He just takes the team up to another level. Like, he can actually press. Like, for me, he's just a better option for us right now than Ronaldo, in my opinion. And look, if you just want to know more about Neymar and Ronaldo, just go watch my previous videos on them. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's really it on those two. We'll see what happens. And, yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, the next player I want to talk about is Matthijs de Ligt. Matthijs de Ligt. Matthijs de Ligt. Now, obviously more reports have come out as of the time I'm recording, like 5-10 minutes ago, saying that he does want a move to Chelsea. He's actually interested in a move to Chelsea. But it looks like Bayern Munich. Yes, Bayern Munich. I think that's how you actually pronounce their actual like club name, Bayern Munich. Because obviously it's not Bayern Munich, but it is what it is. I don't know why I'm wasting time talking about their name. But Bayern Munich, yes. FC Bayern Munich do want Matthijs de Ligt. They're interested in him. Apparently Nagelsmann has held talks with de Ligt, and de Ligt himself is very keen on the move. He actually wants to join Bayern Munich this summer. Kind of makes sense why Bayern would want a player like Matthijs de Ligt. He has got that similar profile to Nicolas Süle, who just left them to go to Dortmund on a free transfer, I think it was. So obviously there's a gap to be filled at centre-back, and it looks like de Ligt is the guy that Bayern Munich do want. I guess the stumbling block with this move is they're not willing to go, not willing to pay more than 50 million. Bundesliga clubs have a financial problem with the 50+1 rule, because obviously fans, they hold majority stake in the club, and financially that kind of does stop them. And I have seen talk in Germany saying, should they stop it? Because, you look at the amount of money that the Premier League have, clubs like Chelsea, Manchester City, Man United, and you look at how much money clubs like Real Madrid have and even PSG have, and it's like, yo, we cannot compete with these guys if, we're going to continue with the 50+1 rule. And I guess if they didn't have that rule, I guess maybe they would be able to pay for Matthias de Ligt. And I think it's in our advantage that, yes, de Ligt does want the move to Chelsea, but he also wants to move to Bayern Munich. And when I saw that he preferred a move to Bayern Munich over Chelsea, I just started laughing because I was like, oh my God. I was like, all these players, man, it's like, we are really second fiddle, aren't we? Like, sometimes you think to yourself, like, we are not as big as we think we are sometimes. Especially when we're competing with Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich for these players. You think to yourself, these guys are just gargantuan compared to us. Let's just keep things real. Like, when you talk about elite clubs, the elite clubs you put in for me are always going to be Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich. I didn't know in no particular order, by the way. But those three for me are like the three elite clubs, the three gargantuan clubs, probably the three biggest clubs in the world. I would put Man United in that bracket, but they've fallen off massively in recent years, and I don't think right now they deserve to be in that bracket. So I'm not going to put them in that bracket for now. We'll see what happens with them over the next few years. But it looks like De Ligt does want the move to Chelsea, but he also wouldn't mind a move to Juventus. He's very keen on both moves. He does like Thomas Tuchel. I don't think those reports are untrue. I think they are true. I think he likes the idea of the way Tuchel has improved the centre-backs at Chelsea. You know what he did with Rudiger. You know what he did with Christensen. And I think De Ligt, somebody who can really get his career back on track and get the hype that he deserved back when he was 19 years old playing for Ajax, because at Juve, his career sort of stagnated. It feels like he hasn't gone to that next level. You get what I'm saying? And the team in general just has declined as well. You know what I'm saying? Back-to-back fourth places and stuff like that. So it does look like he does want to leave Juventus. And I think we are the favourites because at the end of the day, we can pay the money. I think we've already offered 70 million euros, I've heard. And Bayern can't even go more than 50. So let's be honest, financially, we're in the clear here. The only way De Ligt to Chelsea doesn't happen is if he does what Rafinha did. And Rafinha, because with Rafinha, we have the advantage over Barcelona. But he wants to move to Barcelona so badly to the point where I've seen reports saying he'd rather stay at Leeds for another season and actually wait for Barcelona. That's how peak it is. I don't think De Ligt, maybe he wants to join Bayern over us, but I don't think it's like this, like it is with Rafinha. Like Barcelona, like Rafinha wants Barcelona to like the rocket, mate, and then Chelsea's like here, and then it's like Arsenal and Tottenham. Do you get what I'm saying? I think with De Ligt, it's like he wants Bayern maybe here and like we're here maybe after, to the point where, okay, if Bayern can't pay up the money and we do, then he doesn't mind a move to Chelsea. He'd be very happy to move to Chelsea, move to London, meet Thomas Tuchel, play under him, be at London, all of this stuff can please him. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like De Ligt to Chelsea will happen. He wants to move. As much as Bayern Munich have come in late, I don't see them paying 60 to 80 million euros for De Ligt, in my humble opinion, unless they manage to sell Lewandowski for a big price, or if they manage to sell Gnabry for a big price, or maybe a midfielder for a big price, or defender. I'm not quite sure in my opinion. So we'll see what happens in terms of that deal. And obviously we've held talks with the likes of him. We've held talks with Koulibaly. We've held talks with Nathan Ake. We've held talks with Kimpembe, and we've held talks with Koundé. Now, in my opinion, out of those 5 centre-backs, the 2 I'd want the most is Koulibaly and De Ligt. And as of right now, I think the 2 most likely is probably De Ligt and Nathan Ake. And you already heard my thoughts on Nathan Ake. I don't want the guy. Jules Koundé, I'm getting to the point where I kind of don't think that will happen now. I'm not quite sure if that's going to happen. This deal has really, really, really gone quiet. And it's the same recycled bullshit news that we just keep hearing. And it's like, yo, like, are we going to make... I get it. Chelsea don't want to pay more than, I think, 55 million for him, which is totally understandable. Like, Koundé is not worth 60 plus million. He's not worth the release clause that has been set on him by Sevilla. He's just not. He's not that good, is he? So we'll see what happens in terms of that. Personally, Koulibaly should be the guy we should be going after. He's got 1 year left. He's experienced, 31 years of age. Perfect Rudiger replacement. He'll bring leadership. He's good on the ball. He reads the game well. Come on now. 40 million euros. That's cheaper than Nathan Ake. That's cheaper than Kim. That's cheaper than all the other centre-backs we're linked to. So let's just get that deal done. And let's also get the Ligt as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens in terms of that. And in terms of Raheem Sterling, like, yo, let's talk about him real quick. Again, it's one of those ones where I think the deal will happen, But it's one of those ones where I haven't heard too much news on it in recent times. Like I know the other day, Simon Phillips said two strong sources said that the deal is pretty much done. Personal terms have been agreed, and the fee's been agreed. It'll be up to like 45 million with maybe 55 million, 10 million on top in terms of add-ons. But then other reporters have come out and said, Sky Sports, for example, said that Chelsea are in advanced talks with Sterling. Matt Law said, there's still talks going on with Sterling and his agents as well and stuff like that. So it's like, you're not really sure what's going on here. And I saw a report today saying that Sterling wants more money. He wants a salary increase to join Chelsea. And for me, if he wants that, no, don't get him. I'm sorry, you're on 300 grand a week at Manchester City, bruv. Yeah, I don't want this club to pay astronomical wages for a player that has regressed over the past 2 seasons. Let's just keep things real, yeah. 2 years ago, that was like Sterling in his prime, in my opinion. The Sterling that would bag 30 plus goals a season. You know, this Sterling has been in and out of the team. He's held bench. He's played on the right hand side because Pep finds him frustrating on the left hand side. And look, if Sterling's Chelsea doesn't happen, I don't mind. But if it happens, then it is what it is. I have to accept it as much as I don't want him. But a salary increase? You want more than 300 grand a week to join Chelsea? Hell no! Are you joking? Nah. If anything, I want him to take a fucking decrease. I want him to take a wage cut. If anything, I don't want him earning 300 grand a week. Him earning more than Kante. But then again, he does see that Timo Werner's on 270k a week and think to himself, what? That brother's on 270? Nah. You got to pay me more, fam. So maybe that's how Sterling's looking at it. So we'll see what happens in terms of that. So yeah, guys, that's the end of your News Daily video. Tell me your thoughts down below of everything I've talked about. Ronaldo, Neymar, would you take one of the other? Would you take maybe just one of them? Would you take neither of them? Tell me your thoughts on that. And Tuchel being reluctant to sign both of them. So we'll see what happens in terms of that. I say it in terms of that a lot, don't I? It's a weird one. But yeah, tell me your thoughts on Neymar and Cristiano Ronaldo. Tell me your thoughts on Matthias de Ligt as well. Tell me your thoughts on Kimpembe, Ake, Koundé, Koulibaly. Which two centre-backs out of those 5 that I mentioned would you have in your team? I want to know off the comments down below. And Sterling news as well. Tell me your thoughts on that. And yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure that's the end of it. Like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications. And I'll see you guys, I guess, whenever I see you guys. So yeah, unless there's big breaking news, unless there's a here we go, you guys should see me tomorrow. So yeah, anyway, bye.